Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. First off, I'd like to thank you for the outstanding opportunity to be part of the Bear Stearns family. This company has a storied history that just to be associated with a great firm is a huge honor. Now down to business. When we last met, I gave you the quick rundown of Bear Stearns Companies, Inc. and the trials and tribulations of this once market giant. I realize that today the company is nowhere close to where it was a year ago or even 6 months ago. But I do not believe that one should look at Bear Stearns as a corporate failure. Though times are tough economically, which has added to the company's troubles, I still believe there is hope. Today I will try to show you what I have envisioned for this company's future. I will do my best to make you see the light at the end of the tunnel. If you do not take anything away from this speech today, remember this one thing: the future is about progress, not profit. Let me start by saying that I'm not up here to place blame or accuse any one person or action for the collapse of Bear Stearns. Scapegoating should not be done when trying to establish a foundation derived from corporate ashes. Everyone is accountable for the company's success, and no one person will be held responsible for either progress or the downturn. The same way that we look at a potential investor by the individual as a whole, not by his or her account number, will be implemented into our new strategy of rebuilding. The first step in doing this will be to instill a sense of urgency into the stockholders. By urgency, I mean we want investors to realize that in order to get the most out of their investment, they should jump on board with Bear Stearns. We can achieve this by offering top-notch investment and securities analysis, and we should offer world-class knowledge that is rivaled by few. These elements were part of the reason that we as a firm had 14,000 employees worldwide in the global market. That is a comparatively small number, but I guarantee you that those 14,000 were the best at their respective fields. That is what I want to do moving forward: hire the best personnel possible. Not necessarily the most qualified, but the most anxious and progress hungry. I want our firm to be the first company on the mind of an eager investor. It should come as second nature to take your money to Bear Stearns. Critics have said that Wall Street is weary of our current situation and that investors should think twice before investing with a financially unstable firm. This statement is outrageous but expected, and it is foolish. But at the same time, this is the time to invest. I believe that if we are able to diffuse the growing discontent among shareholders, then half the battle is already won. Now, in order to make investors and shareholders feel comfortable with our firm, I feel as though we need to follow the guidance of J.P. We were very lucky when this dominant company decided to buy Bear Stearns to the tune of $270 million. Since J.P. Morgan is a commercial bank, part of Chase Manhattan, it has access to federal facilities most investment banks will never see. I feel as though we need to use this to our advantage. In turn, this will make our revenue sources and assets more diverse, which will allow us to access more types of securities. This will make our revenue much more diverse, which inevitably leads to larger profits. We can then focus on the three core areas of our business, being capital markets, wealth management, and global clearing services. Now, this approach will reinforce the increasingly interconnected nature of not only the various businesses we represent as a firm, but the potential clients that we have not yet reached. This was the main mode of attack for our beloved CEO, James E. Kane. I have personally put my trust in this man simply for his aggressive business mindset, which has proven successful in 2007 when our stock price was raised from $30 a share up to an amazing $172 per share. That is progress in motion. Now, I hope you will all take a different view of Bear Stearns. We are at a down point presently, but nothing that can't be overcome by simple business formulas and a little determination. The same determination used by the original founders, Joseph Bear, Robert Stearns, and Harold Mayer, when all they had collectively to their name was $500,000 in capital. I want to see this company regain its prominence it once held in the corporate market. We learned a lot when our partnering mortgage company, EMC Mortgage, was improperly monitored. This resulted in unfair property charges and taxes. By us being overseen by J.P. Morgan, we ourselves will be monitored and will learn from EMC's mistakes so that the same mistakes will not happen again. To take a quote from newly elected President Barack Obama, Wall Street can't function unless Main Street functions. That is directly aimed at Bear Stearns. Our firm will never thrive unless we closely follow the guidance and corporate knowledge of J.P. Morgan. I believe this firm will deliver Bear Stearns to great success. We just have to be open-minded. Think of it this way. Bear Stearns is a tightly wound nest with our stockholders and investors as execs. If the nest is not well built, the eggs will fall to the ground and shatter in a million pieces. Now, however, if the nest is durable and secure, the eggs will prosper into great beings. So make the decision. Do you want Bear Stearns to fly into success or end up on the breakfast table of the corporate world?